This is Amud Yomi Gemara in Shabbos Daf Chav Beis Amud Aleph. We're holding on Chav Aleph Amud Beis, knee deep in the Sigas of Chanukah. We're three lines from the very wide lines. The first one line is Tanan Hasam. Quotes a Mishnah, the Gemara, Gita Yoytim B'Tachas Apatish Yata Hezik. A gate, a spark that flies out from underneath the hammer. The Yata Hezik, and it goes out and it damages. Chayiv, he who made that spark is Chayiv. Gamol Shaton Pishton. If a camel is laden with flax, and the camel is walking through Rosh Hashanah, and there's these flax on the camel's back, and the flax went into the store, went into a shop, and there was a fire of the chanvani there, and the flax got lit up by that fire, and then unfortunately the whole thing went up in flames. Bala Gamal Chayiv, the Bala Gamal, the owner of the camel, he is Chayiv for the damage that was done. And case number 3, in Yachanvani is near Bachotz, if the storekeeper kept his ner, his candle Bachotz, outside, then the Chanvani is Chayiv. What are you leaving your candle outside? Rav Yudaimer ben Ner Chanukah Potter, but if it's Ner Chanukah, therefore the Chanvani has all the right to keep his candle outside, then he is Potter. Amar Ravina, says Ravina, as we wrap up this Amud Beis. Zoyse is that which Rav Yehuda taught us, that in Chanukah, your Potter, Ner Chanukah, where should you put it? Mitzvah lanicha b'teich asara, within 10 tvachim of the ground. Why? Then the one who got damage could say to the store owner, you should have put it higher up. From the fact that he doesn't have that taina, and then the person who put out the fire is Potter on Chanukah, shows us that it must be the right places to keep it within 10 tvachim of the ground. Says the Gemara, but maybe if you would have went through a big tircha, we would prevent him from doing the mitzvah, meaning it's not necessarily a raya that you have to put the candle low down. Maybe really you could put it higher up. In this case, we're not matriachim, so we don't necessarily have a raya, but we do know that the halacha is that it's supposed to be low down. Amar Rav Kahana, continues the Gemara Darash, Rav Nosson bar Minumi Mishrei, Mishmei Rav Zahancham Latavach Bezim and Alf. Ner shel Chanukah shenich l'mal me'aser mam. Ner of Chanukah that was placed above 20 amos on the ground. Psula kisukah ukemavui. If it's so high up, we learned this at the beginning of Sukkah. We learned this at the beginning of Eruvin. Well, we actually didn't because we're only up to Shabbos, but we will learn this, in the beginning of Eruvin most soon. And then eventually Sukkah, that above 20 amos is possible, as the eye in the eye is not shaded on that. V'amar Rav Kana, 2 lines on the top of Bezam and Aleph. Dirshu Amud Yomi, what is the meaning of the pasuk of Barekin by Mayim? Yisif Tzadik is thrown into a pit and it's empty without any water. Bimash number Barek, once it said it's empty, and any of you there do not know Shin by Mayim. What does the pasuk say? There was no water to teach us. Mayim ein boy. There was no water. But guess what? There was something else inside that pit. There were snakes and scorpions. Amar Rabbi continues, Rabbi, 10 lines there. Within a tefach of the doorways to one's house. Where exactly? On the right side. Mismal on the left side. Mismal on the left side. Why? Just envision yourself walking into your house. What's on the right side? Mezuzah is always on your yamin as you walk in. So opposite the mezuzah, so you can be mesuvav b'mitzvos, so you can be surrounded by mitzvahs. There we pass the mezuzah should be on the left side. Amar Rav Yehuda, about 13 lines down, the first one line is miyamin. Amar Rav Yehuda, Amar Rav Asi. Also, lahartza is amois connected ner Chanukah, not to count the money. Menial tasks opposite the Chanukah lights. Ki amrita kamid shmol Amar li. Chiner kedusha yishma. What's wrong? Is there any kedusha that you're not allowed to do menial tasks in front of it? So Maskal Rav Yosef, what do you mean? But does blood of an animal have any kedusha? Titania, and yeah, we know the blood spills and it's a din to cover up the blood. That which the blood is spilled is that which he should cover it with, which teaches us don't cover the blood using your foot. It's a bizayon. It's a degradation to the mitzvah if you were to use your foot to push the dirt on top of the blood. Hachanami, so to over here, shayim mitzvahs bizuyos alav. So it says the Gemara, it's a bizoy to do such actions, such mundane actions of counting money in front of the candles. With that knowledge, asks the Gemara, smack in the middle of the Amud at the two dots. Ba'i minei Rav Yeshua ben Levi. Ma'ulis stapek minuyei sukkah kol shiva. We equate the mitzvahs. We're now dealing with Hanukkah. But what about sukkah? Are you allowed to get a benefit from the sukkah decorations? Particularly, they used to hang fruit up as a decoration. So too, you cannot utilize and get benefit from the fruit of your sukkah. Amr Rav Yosef, Marad Avram, says Rav Yosef, Master Avram, Talitanya, but Talitanya, what are you talking about? Are you making a Tanya something which is explicit, something which is not explicit? Sukkah Tanya. Sukkah is explicit in a brisa. Chanukah lo Tanya. Chanukah is not explicit. The Tanya, meaning we asked about Sukkah, we proved from Chanukah, but Chanukah is not explicit like Sukkah is. We learned in the brisa Chakil Chas, if you made schach properly, and then you made your Sukkah beautiful with colorful curtains and linens and etc. different decorations. And what else did you put? You hung nuts, peaches, almonds, pomegranates, different fruits. Clusters of grapes, grains, wine, oil, flour. All these things hanging from your sukkah, says the Bryce explicitly. Asar li'istabik b'hen. Amotzi yantiv v'achot shachag. If you made a tanai, then I call it tanai. So as the Gemara, it's pashit, you can't use the fruit. Why you bring a raya from Chanukah? The father of all of them is the mitzvah of dam. That's the original makar that we learn out from the pasuk. From there we learn out sukkah and our din of Chanukah. Itmar says the Gemara 3 lines from the white lines. Rav Amar in Malikim Miner Liner, you're not allowed to light one Chanukah candle from the next. Shmuel Amar, you are indeed allowed to. Madlikin. Rav Amar in Matir and Tzitzin Begel Lebegin, you're allowed to change Tzitzin from one Begel to the next. Shmuel Amar, Matirin mi Begel Lebegin. Rav Amar in Lachin Krav Shim be Greira, we do not pass the Krav Shim with regard to Greira. This is, we'll see in a moment. Shmuel Amar Lachin Krav Shim be Greira. Amar Abaya, Kol Mili Damar Rav Kiraf. Everything we're going to go with Rav, that you can't light candle to candle, you can't change the tzitzis, etc. Levar, mehani to last Avid Kishmol, which is what? Number 1, madlik in miner liner. Number 2, matirin mi begel begel, you move the tzitzis. And number 3, helchasa Rav Shimon bigreira, which was what? And now we finally figure out this case. Titania, Shimon Aimer garad the mita keys of savsal, a person had to drag a bed, a chair, a bench across the ground. Then Shabbos actually iskavein lasais chretz. As long as you don't have kavana to make the chretz, even though there might be a psik reisha over here, davar shein miskavein, a very big sugya, but says the Gemara, we paskin like Rav Shimon. So says the Gemara, you know what? We're going to stop over here because now we're going to go a little bit deeper into the dinam of Rav, b'siyata the Shemaya. So we'll pick it up from over here.